Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
YouTube user, thank you for your donation. Sarah, thank you for yours as well. We got Lover Effie, Alexandra, Andrew, Yellow, Tracy, Lischkegirl, Effie, and I think that's it. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you for joining me on a beautiful Friday night tonight. Looks good. We OTR reading from like 2 days ago because we took yesterday off. Lischkegirl, thank you for your donation. So let's get TR's reading up in here. Make it happen. A little bit of a Gustave Dore Tarot. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I guarantee I'm butchering it, but I mean, you know, that's it. That is it. That is it. Tracy spent $170 today on tarot decks. That's like 2 decks nowadays. Tracy, that's like which 2 decks did you get? It's like 2 decks. That's like a Kickstarter deck with a book and you know, a bag or something, and then a second Kickstarter. There's 170 right there. Anyway, which 2 did you get? Maruta, welcome, good to see you. Barman, thank you for your donation. All right, TR wants to know, is this job offering legit real estate? Oh, that is interesting. Anything that's a big boom, like real estate, you are going to get some scammers out there somewhere. YouTube user, thank you for the donation. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, and 5 of Wands. This is something that's sort of legit, but it's difficult to chase. In other words, when you are going to go out there and try it, it's not going to be as profoundly money-making as you would have originally thought. You know, ideally, you want the money trick, right? You spend 5, you get 100. Lover, thank you for your donation. Karla, welcome to the stream. But, you know, maybe not that. So basically, it's not the money trick. I mean, ultimately, you'd like to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ultimately, I'd like to get $5 and transfer it to a lot more money. And I think a lot of these things are like, yes, if you just do this, you will transfer it to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And you're like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. But the reality is, nah, this is not going to be that. 7 of Cups, Lord of Illusionary Success. I'm sorry, we're going to have to go with the traditional. There's a lot of illusion here. There's a lot of fanciness here that's just not going to turn out the way that you want it. Karla, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. But yeah, 7 of Cups. It is a level of illusion indeed you're going to have to put up with. It is difficult to make money in this. Again, can I dive into it and make a couple of bucks? Sure. Are you going to make as much money as they're promoting? I really don't think so. Ultimately, 10 of Pentacles, you need to stick with your own thing. Could you make money in theory if you just went whole hog with it? Yeah. Ultimately, it's not as beautiful as you would like it to be. You know, it's not as beautiful. It's like, you know, when you go on the dating app and the dude has like this beautiful picture, it looks really amazing, and you meet them and they look like they're 100 years old. It's one of those. It's just one of those. All the money got a birthday and a little extra. Tracy, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, Tracy. It's good that you got everything worked out. You spending money, you getting all your presents. Sounds great. Joanna, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. We got Amy went in here as well. And I think that's it. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. All right, let's go for the regular reads now, shall we? Shall we? I think so. Sarah wants to know a little bit of a general action with some Gregory Scott, of course. It seems to be Sarah's default deck, the Gregory Scott. Everybody does love the Gregory Scott, I gotta say. I mean, I just have to say, you know. So, yeah, Lani. Yeah, I'm sorry that coffee date didn't work out. I'm sorry that coffee date didn't quite work out. They look really hot in the picture, and you get there, and they look like they have been retired for about 78 years. But yeah, you know that 6-pack, the only 6-pack they got left is in the freezer, or no, I'm sorry, in the refrigerator. I don't know why I said freezer. In the refrigerator is the only 6-pack they've seen in a long, long time. Anyway, let's get a general coming in. Queen of Pentacles, July is a bountiful month for you. We keep coming back to this, but I gotta admit, I'm gonna come back to it one more time. It's the way it is. Michael, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate that. Karla, you are in the queue indeed. Karla. Michael, you sent the You sent the request instead of the send, Mike. I did refuse it, though. If you want to send it again, I'd be happy to read you. Be random with me. Welcome. Julie, I thank you for your donation. July is a bountiful month for a variety of different reasons for you, Sarah. It is a month we are going to have a flood of activity, a flood of things coming, a lot of things, some unexpected, some kind of, in there. Page of Cups, it feels like you're not quite emotionally prepared, not quite emotionally ready for it. It is one of those where you're just like, not something I want to sign up for, but hey, since I'm here, I'm going to have to do it. It's just something I'm going to have to sort of maintain. You do have a Page of Cups. You have a Page of Cups, you have a bounty of basically stuff coming in, and that is tasks to do. That is stuff that you have to deal with. That is sort of either chores or something that you have to sort of chase and make do with that. Seven of Wands is an interesting card indeed. It's a level of defensiveness, but it's also sort of climbing a hill. A lot of times in the Seven of Wands, we do have a climbing a hill. I need to get to the top of it. I need to get to this peak. I need to get to this pinnacle and sort of figure out what is up there, what is going on. And this kind of feels like what is coming in again July. You do have, sort of having to deal with things, having to accommodate some stuff, having to go forth and try to make do with what you got. Two of Pentacles, there are some big choices to make in July. Does some of this leak into August? A couple of things, not most of it, but a couple of things do leak into August, but you definitely do need to get on board and get on top of most of this. If you let it accumulate, if you let it sort of just go forth and go unregulated, you are going to have some difficulties with this. So I just got to say, a lot of stuff heading your way for a little bit of the general action. And I guess that's good. I mean, maybe that's good, but I don't know how much action, how much adventure you're willing to sign up for. Karla, you are next after YouTube user. You are next indeed. All right, YouTube users, my question was, sisters have been pushing me to consider flight attendant as a long-term. Thoughts and suggestions on this? Well, I mean, that's not a bad idea at all. Flight attendant, you do get to go places for free. It is a level of there's some stress there, but it's not too bad, right? You do get paid pretty regularly, so overall it seems decent. I mean, it seems like a good idea. So let's see about flight attendant. If we can have YouTube user rolling the cart around, serving us peanuts and beer. Let's see. Is that going to be something for YouTube users' long-term viability with that? I mean, that is customer service per se. Oh, geez, you don't like it at all. You don't like you don't like the travel. You don't like the travel with it, right? It is one of those where you're just not thrilled about that. Eight of Cups is ultimately you don't survive it. I mean, are you good at it, right? Are you good at it? I think that you could be good at it. This is something that you could get in. You sort of master it pretty well. The Magician said, this is something I have a level of good stuff from. I can clearly do it. But is that something you want to do long term? Absolutely not. I think the travel just kills you. Nine of Wands. It just wears you down. It just wears you down. It's like I'm stuck here. I have to lay over here for like 2 days or 3 days or something like this. It just feels like something I don't want to do. I'm kind of stuck. There's things I'd like to be doing at home. I got a relationship over here, doing over these things like this. It just feels like it takes you away from everything that you value. It takes you away from the location, and it's just sort of something that you're not ready to do overall. Overall, Eight of Cups says it's something you could do theoretically with the Magician. You just get disappointed with it. You just don't like the travel. You're away from home. You're in places you have no idea where the hell you are. You're like you do have situations where you can't go back immediately with another thing. You have canceled flights, so now you're stuck there for like 3 days, 4 days. Even though they're paying for it, it's like there's only so much you can tour and go around and stuff and do before you just kind of miss home. It just feels like it's too much. It's too intense. And I think the intensity of the job is what really weighs you down. Like really, really, really weighs you down. You just like the first thing comes out of your mouth is it feels heavy. It feels intense. Just being away from everything. Mike, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Karla has got the triple dono tonight over PayPal. Karla, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's go over, see what kind of things that you got questions with that. Karla, you got 3 donations and 0 0 questions on PayPal. Let me know what your questions are, and I will get to you immediately. I'm ready for you right now, but I have no idea what you want. So if you can ask all 3 questions, we will get your questions in the queue. In the meantime, let's go forth and see who is next. That is going to be Lischkegirl. Lischkegirl is coming up on the next opportunity here. Let's see what's Lischkegirl's going on, kind of things you got going on. Woo indeed. Lischkegirl, let me see. Let me know what your question is. It looks like it's blank. It looks like it is blank. I see hi, Andrew. I see woo. I see left my ass off. Lischkegirl. Hi, Andrew. Some likes. Okay. I don't know what your question is. Did it not capture it? Did it not capture it? What version is this? This is version 205 of my app. It's pretty good at capturing stuff. Lischkegirl, let me know what your question is. Anyway, first question for Karla. We'll do that instead. What did Anthony think when they ran into you, when they saw you, when they kind of bumped into you a little bit on action on that? We're going straight for the teddy bears. Straight for the teddy bears is what we do here. We don't hesitate. We don't hesitate. We're going straight for the teddy bears, making it happen, because everybody loves a good teddy bear. See, I tell this story all the time that Christina, right? It was Valentine's Day, and I ended up yellow. No problem at all. Let me know what your question is. We got you covered. I got everything. I track everything in chat. So yellow, you just type your question. I don't know what it is. It's magic. Anyway, what did Anthony think when they saw me yesterday? Teddy bears. I love the teddy bears. See, I got Christina a teddy bear for Valentine's Day. It was like, I bought the flowers and I got some chocolate. And I was like, the teddy bear's like $5. It's a big teddy bear. I'm like, it's pretty good for $5. I picked it up and I was like, well, I don't really know if she's going to like it or not. She still sleeps with a teddy bear to this day. So, I mean, best investment ever. Anthony, what kind of thing is he doing that? Oh man, Anthony, you got the heartbreak. You got the competition over here. You got the 4 of 1. It feels like Anthony wants this over here instead of that over there. I'm not sure which one you offered. I don't know which one you offered, but it's like, he wants something this over there versus that over there. So when they see you, they feel like that they're not making any progress. They feel like it's a bit of a dead end. They feel like there's not a lot of opportunities here when there should be. It really feels like that there's not a clean not a clean connect between what you want and what they want. Big disconnect with that. 4 of Wands, do we have some hopefulness? Do we have some things that could work, that could be interesting indeed? I think so. But it feels like the heartbreak with the confusion with this, it feels like that they don't really know what to say to make it work. They don't really know what to say to get it going for that kind of thing. So, I mean, that's it. That's it. It feels like you're all on different pages. So when they see you, they're just like, we're still on different pages. Can we sort of work through this? Can we get this done? Kind of thing. I think that's what is on their thoughts indeed. What are Eric's thoughts and feelings for me today? And third, does Eric want to hang out soon? Now let's find out what kind of potential hangout action we got over there. All right, we're going to see what Eric's thoughts and feelings are there for today. Kind of interesting. Very, very nice. 7 of Cups with the Hanged Man. 2 different perspectives. Eric's thoughts and feelings are going through a change, going through a metamorphosis into something different, into something sort of next level, right? To where they are in a transition to something that's going to be a little bit better. Definitely a transitionary sort of thoughts, feelings, actions. Their attitude is definitely getting better. It's looking good overall. Just pretty clean, right? 7 of Cups just has the clean, easy, pretty consistent development with that. Hanged Man is also sort of a different perspective as well. Again, they're going through some changes, and overall, the changes are looking really good. 10 of Cups is a place you want to be at the end of any changes, at the end of any unique perspective or anything like that. So, overall, it just looks clean, looks good, and that is going to be quite nice indeed. Doesn't look too bad. And the third question, right? Does Eric want to hang out soon? So Erica's going through this transitionary period with the thoughts, looking at stuff. You know, at the end of the day, the Ten of Cups looks great. So I would say that they do want to hang out. The star kind of backs me up on this. The star says, yeah, I don't mind having, you know, a hangout here. The star says definitely something we need to do. Is something we need to do today. Maybe not, but pretty soon. I mean, Page of Pentacles, pretty soon. Let's get that in the queue. Let's get it done. So that is a definite thumbs up, a very clean and nice thumbs up indeed. And I like that. I think Eric is looking great. You have the Ten of Cups on the last one. You have the star on this one. A lot of good thoughts and feels, a lot of good things. And, you know, with that whole Eric ordeal. In my opinion, obviously entertainment purposes only, never date an Eric based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But we did get the triple shot, Karla. Made it happen, my friends. Made it happen, my friend. So that is looking clean and good. Mike, donate over PayPal. Mike, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I assume that you are yellow. I assume that you are yellow. Let's look. Let's look indeed. Thank you for acknowledging me. I have to. You paid. It's always good. You know, no, I'm good with the chat and good with the people that hang out here. You know, I appreciate all of you. I really appreciate all of you. Anyway, all right, let's trim off a little bit of my question is and get at the meat to the matter. Will the recent accident lead to early retirement, permanent disability? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, as with all things, we're going to have to use the This Might Hurt Tarot for this particular matter. We got to go. We got to go with the real stuff. The This Might Hurt Tarot. Going to be good. It is going to be good. KD got the package. Sounds legit. It sounds legit. I like it, KD. You're quite welcome indeed. Hope you enjoy. Yeah. Let's do some This Might Hurt Tarot and see where it's going to take us, because this could be an adventure indeed. Oh, well, you know, as with all things, entertainment purposes only, never assume that any accident or legal thing. I'm not a lawyer, nor do I play one on TV, but I do drop all of the cards onto the floor. And because I've been babysitting Christina's dogs, I now have a quandary of hair all over everything. So now I have a very furry This Might Hurt Tarot deck because it did touch the floor. I do vacuum, but there's only so many vacuuming that you can do before you continue to get more dog hair everywhere. You know, that's a life. If you have pets, that's the life you gotta lead. Anyway, all right. Accident lead to retirement, permanent disability. Jesus, I'm going to say yes. I mean, you know, I got to go with the This Might Hurt Tarot because it does give good readings on this kind of stuff. And I think that you do have a situation that is leading you there. The Queen of Cups is interesting, sort of sitting on this. It's definitely something that sort of hit us pretty hard, right? It's almost like something unexpected, something big. The Tower, the big old boom with people falling out. It is a matter of Nine of Wands. There's some legal things out there. There's some kind of, you got to kind of, you know, get into the books and write and read and figure out stuff, hire some lawyers, get some stuff happening, talk to some people. And ultimately, yeah, you are with the Two of Wands. We're more seeing rather than doing. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that is a yes. We have a lot of the clues that we kind of need in here. So, I mean, that's it. That is it indeed. Yeah. If you own pets, you got to put up with the hairy tarot decks. You know, maybe I make a hairy. Maybe on the second. You know, in the next printing, Lischkegirl, thank you for your donation. In the next printing of my Echoes of Nature, maybe I'll include some dog hair for free. I mean, do y'all want that? Yep. I mean, Echoes of Nature. I have a little dog hair in there. So maybe it's something that, you know, you probably don't want it. It's more of a humor thing, but it didn't go over as well as I'd hoped. You know, that's it. You know, I tried. Bartman is here. How am I doing on Facebook? So far, a little bit of Tarot of Dragons. We can do indeed. Tarot of Dragons is very popular with literally everybody. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And that is it, right? That is it. Busy cleaning today, picking up dog hair. Yeah, you know, there's those filters only pick up so much. You know, they get clogged up, and basically you got dog hair everywhere. So that's the life you got to lead. You know, that's it. That is it. Lischkegirl's got a promotion. Ooh, congratulations. Nice. Very nice indeed. Ken, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Okay, let's see what kind of things we got going on here. That'll be interesting to see. How are we doing on Facebook so far? Man, the Queen of Cups. It's an interesting avenue. It's an interesting avenue. It's more interesting because you're sort of approaching it in a manner that's different than you're approaching YouTube, right? Because you're approaching this in a different manner. So you're on Facebook and you have this opportunity over here, this thing. We're joining groups. We're doing things like that. And it feels like you're having to do more work here than you do on YouTube. And I think that's legit. A lot of stuff on Facebook, yes, kind of keeping up with all of the different groups. And YouTube, you keep up with the different channels, but you don't have to go and contribute. You don't have to do this and that. Facebook, you know, unless you contribute, they don't even know you're there. So that is one of those things indeed. Page of Cups says it's an interesting medium. You're really kind of burned out on it. I think a lot of the initial Facebook features have sort of gone away. Nobody really uses it. People are going to lean on a TikTok or an Instagram or something like that. A lot of the Facebook features that we use in the old days, nobody used, right? Because you'll see advertising, they filter it a little bit, and there's just a lot of weird things going on Facebook. So yeah, Queen of Cups, not as passionate about the Facebook as the other mediums. It really feels like it is an aged medium. You kind of have to figure out where your role is on it and what are you doing. But you know, overall, again, it feels old. It doesn't feel fresh. It feels like this is something that, you know, you have limited aspects with. You don't know how much time you're willing to dedicate to it. But you're doing okay. You know, you're doing okay. Just like a little bit of lack of passion. It isn't as great as the old thing. It's quickly sort of moving into the next realm of a MySpace, you know, MySpace 2.0. YouTube user wants to know career, love, finance in July. That's what's going on. Kind of good things do we got going on in July? Can we get some career, love, maybe some finances? Maybe. I mean, we do have a lot of animal decks around here. We got the Orients and the Animal Orients Tarot. We got the new animal deck that I just unboxed. We got the furry deck over there. You know, we got all sorts of animal decks over here. I don't know if I'm going to continue to use this one if I have the other animal deck that I just got, the Shadow Seeker. I think the Shadow Seeker does feel like it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better than this particular deck in many ways. Big Cleo, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate that. Crystals and Paint, welcome as well. It'd be interesting to see who wins. Like, which one am I going to continue to use? You know, which one is going to be on the table the most? Career, love, finances in July, all with 3 cards. Okay, sure, why not? How do you like the Orients Tarot deck? I think it's good. I think it's a pretty solid deck of cards. I don't think it's bad at all. The 5 of Pentacles says this is challenge for it. July continues to be challenged for it. You're trying to figure out where you want to go. You're trying to figure out your path. You're trying to figure out your relationships. You know, it just sort of weighs on you, right? 5 of Pentacles. It's too much to do all at once. Would you like the easy mode? Would you like some simplicity sort of implied here? Absolutely. I think there is a level of that. Yes. The 5 of Pentacles just says, it's too much. It's too much for you. It's too much change, too much to be altered, too many things happening at once. 10 of Wands, again, feels like you're just loaded up. You know, I got to change my career. Jesus, I got to change relationship. You know, the possibility of you moving. You got too much on your mind, too many big changes with that. Wheel of Fortune says you do need to find some stability here. And that means kind of just finding your level of stability, finding your home space, finding your grounding location. And that could be with meditation. It could be with sort of exercises. But you do need to get grounded and get settled. Big Cleo, thank you for your other donation. Get grounded and get settled. I think that's going to be your big shot here. Because if you don't, you are going to feel like you're out in the cold and you're not really going to be too thrilled about kind of what's going on. But yeah, you just got to take a deep breath. Get grounded. Your big thing in July, career, love, finances is all in flux. It's all changing. Get grounded and be prepared, because you are going to get in a situation where you feel like it's way, way, way too much. And you're leaning there, right? You're leaning the direction already. You want to vanish. You want to take a break. So the 10 of Wands is affecting you. It is affecting you. Work on getting grounded, and I think that's going to be overall the best solution for you and the best opportunity for you right now as you go through these quite a few changes with that. What is Alan's thoughts on our future and thanks? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. If we're going to have a good Alan read, we're going to go with a super duper duper Lanarius version 2. Super duper duper Lynette version 2. Kenneth James says hello. Well, hello, Kenneth James. How you doing? Kenneth James. We're doing donations right now, Kenneth James. Doing donations right now. Donations take priority, obviously, because people donated. And if you donated and I skipped around you, you would be pretty pissed off. You know, you wouldn't really come back. You'd be like, that, you know, the TarotOracle guy, he's a scam. You know, donated, never got a rating. So, Ken, yeah, you got to do donations first. Alan's thoughts about our future. Jesus, that's a rough card at the first. Lover. That's a rough opening volley, I gotta say. You know, you're like in a ping pong tournament and they like just whack that thing, and it's pretty rough. That's a rough opening volley. By the way, the queue is not rough. We got you, we got Lover, we got Juuuliiie, we got a couple of big Cleos down here. You're a couple away, big Cleo, not too far off at all. The 10 of Swords, man. There is a level of doubt between you and them with that future, a level of confusion, a level of like, what is going on? What is next? What kind of big things are in the queue with that? You know, that is how it works. King of Pentacles is interesting as well. They do have high hopes, right? They do have some high hopes. They're ready to go. They're pretty excited. They definitely have some good things that they like to see, like to do with that. Hierophant says they ultimately like take it to the next level, but they do have a lot of doubts coming in, and that could be a lot of different reasons. Maybe they're just not 100% sure. Maybe they're kind of like, well, I'm not really sure. I'm not, kind of understood what's going on. Not really sure where it's going to be. But you just have a lot of doubts in there, and lots of doubts, Lover. The way it is sometimes. The way, you got to go. You got to go with what you know. And sometimes what you know is some doubts is what that, but I don't have doubts about how amazing Juuuliiie is. Juuuliiie is next. Why has M been so quiet this week? Oh my. Been quiet? Hasn't been on the run? Now, I don't know. Juuuliiie, are they home now, or are they still on the road? I know they had 2 weeks. I thought the 2 weeks has expired. I thought maybe they were home or what have you. I'm kind of curious. I am kind of curious. Like, are they home and they're just not responding to you, or are they still on the road and you're not sure what's going on? But I'm just kind of wondering what's up. Anyway, Maz, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Okay, let's look at why are they so quiet. Page of Swords, it almost feels like they are they're not sure what to say. That's an interesting point, isn't it? Nine of Pentacles, I kind of like where things are. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. He got back last weekend. Page of Swords, I'm not sure what to say. Not sure what to address. I'm not sure what to say. They're not really confident about, I want to say this, I want to say that. I want to map out, what I want to do. I want to do here, there. I want to go this. I want to make sure we do that. Temperance says they feel like that there's some sort of an imbalance, maybe some kind of a little bit of an imbalance sort of drifting in with that. Maybe it's an imbalance for, I just have too much work and stuff. Crystal, thank you for your donation. Very generous. I appreciate you. But yeah. That is interesting indeed. Not sure what to say. They're not fully confident where to go, what to say, how to approach things. Temperance, they do want to balance things out. They realize that things are a little bit not perfect. They do realize that they have been negligent with communication, kind of, where we want to go, what kind of things we want to do. Nine of Pentacles ultimately says they have extreme high hopes, but they're just not sure how to take it from A to B to C to D, which is interesting. It's not like they normally exhibit this, right? Normally they're pretty good about things. They're pretty good on following up and stuff like that. So yeah, Yellow, I do private readings. Link in the description if you'd like a private reading. I got all the info down there for you. I appreciate your interest in that. Lischkegirl is up next indeed. Lischkegirl wants to know something. They wants to know, Lischkegirl, why in the world is this not tracking what Lischkegirl types? I'm extracting the JSON. What the world's going on? I know Lischkegirl typed their question, but it's not tracking it. That is really weird, considering that I am extracting the JSON from the stream. I'm not, what in the world's going on with that? Anyway, I know what Lischkegirl wants to know because I just looked it up. The insight into what to expect from my promotion. Again, congratulations. Very nice indeed. It's always lovely to get a nice, big, juicy promotion. Everybody loves a good promotion, unless you're going to quit or something. I don't know. Unless you're going to quit. You're like, screw it, I'm quitting. I got a promotion, I don't really care. I'm quitting. Anyway, please give me insight on what to expect from my promotion. All right, do one card, $1. See what's going on with that. Oh, Jesus. Your promotion is for your promotion. If you sort of have it guaranteed, that is interesting that you do have a lot of more details coming out about it. I think that's good, right? That's good. A lot more details coming out, a lot more information, because I think you're kind of short on information. You're like, well, I'm not really sure about this or that, or kind of, where I want to be here and there. So there is a lack of information. There is a level of uncertainty, or at least guessing about what's coming next. But I think information is going to be the next big thing for the promotion, in my opinion. All right, let's go with Big Cleo. He's got the double shot. We'll make sure that happens. See what's going on. Will Z reconcile with me? Lisa, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Will Z reconcile with me? Make us a couple. Will we be making some mad love very soon? Making love, mad love very soon. Maybe. Life is too short indeed. Welcome back. Good to see you. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Life is too short. What's going on? What is happening over there in Life in Too Short Land? You've been busy. You have been busy. Well, hopefully you got a lot of stuff done. I love it when I'm busy because I can look back and go, damn, I got a lot of stuff done. Like, I got tons and tons of stuff done. So I don't mind being busy, just as long as the end of that, you got something to show. What I hate is when you're busy, you got nothing to show at the end. Arlene, thank you for joining the family. I appreciate you. By the way, we're using the little Buddha tarot up in here tonight. Will Z reconcile with me? Be a couple. Lovers, Chariot, the Three of Cups. Oh my God, that's a yes. That's a substantial yes. That's when the tarot is done playing. Big Cleo. The tarot is done playing around. It's not messing around anymore. It's straight up just going to give you the good news, straight up going to give you the hot stuff. And that's what you need. Lovers with the Chariot, big majors over here. Three of Cups, big celebration, big party card at the end. You don't need much. This is something where like a 4-year-old watching the show is going to go, oh, that's a yes. That is a yes. So yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But yeah, let's see. Big Cleo. So we got the easy. Big Cleo's got the easy questions. Does these still want me to be his girlfriend? You got some good cards on the last reading that you can't really beat. I'm going to say yes, just based upon the card over there. The Lovers and the Chariot. You're not messing around there. You're not messing around at that point. That's when the gloves are off. When the gloves are off and you're going just straight. You're going straight in there. So that is what's happening. That is what is happening. All right. Let's see. We still want to be boy. You got the Devil with that Empress. They, they've had some reticence in the past about this. They've had some doubts. They've had some situations where they're not quite prepared, not quite ready to go at 100%. And you kind of see that, right? And they're afraid of being hurt. Now, does that make sense? I mean, you have these beautiful readings from before. We just had the wonderful, literally the best reading you possibly get. They've been hurt in the past. The devil. What am I risking here, Big Cleo? Lover, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. What am I risking here? That's the big question. Am I going to get hurt? What am I risking if I make the commitment, if I make a strong case with this? Five of Cups says there's a level of disappointment, a level of uncertainty here that I just don't want to meet, right? So if you can meet me halfway, if you can assure them things are going to be good, I think you got a nice thumbs up. I think we can do the love balloons over here. It's just a matter they scared. They're a little bit anxiety about this. And it kind of makes sense, though. Overall, Empress says yes, they do want to be the girl. They do want to be the boyfriend, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go indeed. Darcy, welcome. Good to see you. How are you doing tonight, Darcy? How is everything over there in Darcy land? Maz got a new job offer today is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about, Mass. Super proud of you. Super proud of you. That's just going to be amazing. I think it's really going to be good. I think it's really going to be good. That's the first impression I got. We're going to use some Chiro Marchetti over here. We're going to get serious with the Maz read. We're going to make it happen over here. Got a job offer today, but they lowballed the salary. Oh, Jesus. Ask for higher. What will they come back with? Good enough or no? I think a lot of people do that because, right, they kind of want to see if somebody will just say yes, like so-and-so is like desperate for a job. And you're like, well, maybe if we lowball this one, maybe we don't have to pay him as much. That kind of stinks. But let's kind of see where we're going with this because, man, ain't nobody like them lowballing with the salary. I mean, they knew, okay, this was planned. I tell you that. This was planned indeed. Oh, Three of Cups. I mean, there's enough people applying for it where they're just hoping for the best. They're going to be like, well, if we can score a low ball here, and they just say yes, because maybe they're working for McDonald's or something. They're like, what? 20K, I'll take it. Or, for IT, 20K, I'll take it, or whatever. The page says definitely a lot of people are hiring. I mean, let's do that now. A lot of people are hiring. And if you've gotten a lot of responses from the other queries, if you've put your resume out there, if you made, you put things out there, if that's something that works for you, it works for you. And if you get a lot of jobs offers, you go to a lot of interviews, I definitely would not take that. The three says keep looking. The three says kind of keep looking if they are going to play those games. Ultimately, it looks like they're not going to play the games too bad. In other words, it is a low ball, but I think they'll work with you a little bit. Obviously, they're not going to triple the salary, what have you. But I think you do have a 10 of Cups. Just say they want to be happy home, happy family. They want to get you in there. It's a lot of work to hire somebody. It's a lot of work to go through, do all the background stuff, do all the interviewing. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of people can't be doing their jobs because they're over there screwing around hiring people. So they know that at some point they need to hire somebody, and not everybody's going to get lowballed. I think they'll be reasonable and come back with something. I think they will. Obviously, you're not just going to win the lottery here. They're not going to triple the salary and whatnot, but they will. They will work with you. And, they're willing to be reasonable with this. Just say, hey, I know you spent a lot of time on me. Let's be reasonable here. Let's get a middle ground that's going to be happy for everybody. So there you go. I think they're willing to do that. Ultimately, that's a thumbs up. A question below about July. All right, we're digging into July tonight, my friends. We are going to find out that, we got a lot of YouTube user questions, don't we? We got this July. I'm not sure which one is that. Trying to group myself, relax well, job search, cutting ties. Okay. The next question is trying to heal and regroup myself. Myself. Okay, will focus on new job, return from vacation, outbidding myself. Now healing myself from moving on, start world of love for July. Okay, moving on, more insights on Warland love for July. I don't know what Warland is. That sounds like a Mad Max movie. Mad Max Warland? I don't know. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I don't know what the question is here. Now for healing myself and moving on, more insights on love for July. All right, let us do that and see what's going on. See what's happening with a little bit of love life in July. What kind of things can we get going on there? Making it happen. You know, that is nice. That is nice indeed. I think July really opens a lot of doors with career. Let's just go with that, right? Let's go with opening doors with career. And I think that's the big thing. Let's see kind of where we're going here. The ace does lean. It does say that, yeah, this is something that we need to do in July. It feels like the job opportunities feel like the doors open. It does feel like that there's a lot of good things happening in July, a lot of good opportunities in July for you to sort of do. The Three of Pentacles also says the new job openings, new job offers are going to sort of be merging in July. Now, I know you're leaning on like new job September thing. You talked about October, and now you're leaning on September. I do think it leaks a little bit into July, quite frankly. I think that the opportunity is there. The Three, right? Getting new job offers, getting new things, getting some happening deals going in July. Two of Cups talks about kind of that finding a good match, finding a good celebration, finding a good thing going on. Because ultimately you want to be working. Ultimately you want to be working on a new job, new opportunity. And I think that's really going to happen in July. So I think that's really sort of focused with that. I know you want to know about love. You know, I do think that you meet somebody at the next job. But this is really, really looking at meeting somebody at the next job opportunities here. Really leaning heavily in this read on this spread about getting some opportunities, getting some work-life things going in July. So that's interesting indeed. Now, I don't think that may not be the opportunity where you're going to end up in the long-term job, in the permanent job, varying in July, but I think the motions begin. The move, right? The wave starts to move. YouTube user, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. All right, we got Crystals in Pain is in here too. Will I ever get to see former coworkers when I go watch fireworks Saturday? We're gonna run into people we know. Maybe indeed. Let's use. I don't know. Let's use this one. Let's try out this one and see how that is going to work indeed. So yeah, there we go. Getting any chances to see coworkers? We're going on Saturday, watching the fireworks, making it happen. So yeah. So Christina actually bought like $200 worth of fireworks. Just sort of a. This was like 2 years ago. So it's been sitting in the closet for 2 years. And I'm like, we really need to like fire the fireworks off so you don't like burn down the place. But yeah, so we found a Facebook person that actually has a place that's safe to set off fireworks. So we're going to go there. Okay, man, we're going to meet anybody. Nine of Pentacles does say yes. Nine of Cups does say yes indeed. I think you're going to meet two different people, in my opinion. You're going to see, but you're not going to be incentivized to kind of go over and say hello, what have you. You do run into that person, but you got a choice, right? It's dealer's choice at that point. Do I want to go up there, rock over there, say hello, sort of dedicate my time? Another one sees you before you see them. So they come in, I think they have either the family or somebody. I definitely see somebody else with them, maybe a kid or something. But the King of Swords, right? This is somebody that you've known. It's somebody that you understand, somebody that you have encountered before. The Temperance card is somebody that you're okay with, you know? You're okay with. You don't have to, you don't get freaked out when you see them. Nine of Pentacles, somebody that you have worked with from the past. So definitely see that. And the Nine of Cups. So again, first person sees you. They have somebody with them. Could be kids as well. Second person, you see them. You're not sure if it's them. It is them, by the way. You're not sure if it's them. And you kind of, sort of want to meander over there and say hello or not. It's a dealer's choice. And I say that because there's something else going on there to where you're just not quite comfortable with sort of just rolling up saying hello to that particular person. I don't know why. You're just not comfortable with kind of rolling up saying hello to that one. Maybe the other one notices you first, so it's like whatever. In my opinion. I mean, you also sort of sneak around and dodge them all. It really kind of depends on how public you are with your appearance. I'm not saying you go there and get on a big megaphone and say, I'm Crystal, I'm here. But I am saying that the more you're interacting with people, saying hello, being social kind of thing, the more likely you are to encounter people in this particular thing, in my opinion. Of course, entertainment purposes only. Never seen me see somebody based on a fat man reading cards on the internet, at least in my opinion. Let's go full steam ahead. Little Wizard's Tarot. You knew it was coming. You knew. Lover. This is the one for you. General reading. We got next few days. Indeed. By the way, make sure that you hit that like and sub button. We have literally a gazillion freaking decks to unbox. A gazillion decks to unbox. We got the Barcana still coming up. We got the Naked Heart Tarot. Now, this is a big boy. This is a thick boy. Naked Heart Tarot looks like it comes with a book. It's got a cloth. It's got all sorts of goodies in it. You definitely want this. We still have the TDM from William that we're going to unbox on the channel as well. So, I mean, it's pretty exciting. Jules, speaking of exciting, how are you doing tonight? Good to see you. General reading for the next few days. What kind of major things can we make happen? What kind of major things can we get through here? Magician, Justice. Oh, Jesus, this is a major. Next few days, I mean, it is going to be an opportunity to get some things done, to get some doors open, to get some things happening with this Magician with Justice. I finally get an opportunity, and I think that's where you're at. I finally get an opportunity. Is this the ultimate open door? Maybe. Definitely not something that you want to kick out of bed. Magicious. Sounds like delicious, except it's magicious. There you go. Tasty Tarot. I'm renaming the Magician to Magicious because reasons. But yeah, the Magician and Justice. This is something to bring balance. This is a level of bringing balance, making it happen here. Ultimately, the Six of Cups says next few days is all about people. This is all about people, getting connected with people, getting in there, and it's interesting indeed. So, do you have a big level of opportunities? Yes, it could involve sort of talking people into being on your side, getting people in the mode, getting people to support you, what have you. Kind of like a little bit of a Six of Wands, where you got to have them cheering us on and what have you. Maybe indeed. Lisa, I hope you are well. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Is Jeremiah going to heal past the trauma, or is he going to have a tower episode? Oh, let's get a good shuffle for this one. If we get the tower card, Lisa, I'm just saying. If we get a little bit of a tower card, that's going to be interesting indeed. Can Jeremiah move on? Is that the kind of the thing? Can Jeremiah move on? That is one of those, right? That is one of those. All right, let's see if we're going to get the tower. I'm waiting for it. All right, I'm just waiting for it right now at this point. Do we get it? We do have a Two of Swords. Got a Wheel of Fortune. We got a star. No tower in sight, but lots and lots of majors. I mean, 3 out of 4 majors, 75 percentile is pretty clean. Pretty clean. Healing. Wheel of Fortune is a big heal card. Is it as good as the Nine of Wands? No. Really think that the Nine of Wands is kind of the de facto heal me card, right? In my opinion. Linda, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. It really feels like that. IL, thank you for your donation. But yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is a time heals all wounds card. Can we do that? Can we make that happen? The star says if we follow the right steps, yes. Now, are we going to get Jeremiah? We're going to cuss him out. We're going to kick him in the groin. I don't really think those things work. But if we dodge that, if we do get into the next thing, if we do get some opportunities here, the Empress says we are able to heal. Is it a 9 of Wands level to where we're kind of super excited about it? I really don't think so. In fact, I think the 2 of Swords says that there's a lot of things that won't heal from this. And that's an important part. There's a lot of things that won't heal from this. And that's a sort of an interesting opportunity, an interesting sort of answer to the question. But time heals all wounds. Let it happen, encourage it, assist it where we can. The Empress says ultimately we do get into a better position, more comfortable position. I think that's going to be the important part of the deal. In my opinion, let's put up this particular deck. Let's go to Lover. Lover, what kind of steps can I get to increase my finances? That, we need to win the lottery, Lover, win the lottery. By the way, I am playing lottery numbers generated by the Thoth. So I always, I preach on the stream. I'm like, look, the Thoth can predict lottery numbers pretty good. All right. I mean, I'm just telling you now. Lani, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. The Thoth is my go-to lottery deck. And I think that's going to be different from everybody. Some people are like, look, I mean, if I'm going to do lottery, it's definitely got something to be like forest creatures or light seers, or maybe even this one here, the Dark Mansion, right? But I'm telling you, the Thoth is my go-to. So what I'm doing is I'm coming up with a series of steps involved, from tarot to lottery ticket, okay? And I'm going to see how it works out. So we're going to be playing the lottery here, there, and we're going to kind of see where the numbers take us. And if it's successful, then I'm going to sort of, come up here and publish my method. I'm going to say, look, this is what I did. This is how I'm working it. And I think that is going to be fun indeed. So let's see if we can win more than $2, which is my current record on the lottery. And, see where that goes. Anyway, what steps can I do to increase my finances other than playing the lottery? 3 of Wands says, look at other opportunities. Maybe we need to get the part-time job. Maybe we need to get the new small business going that we've been waiting for, like Etsy's been waiting for us. We got all sorts of good things happening with that. So, oh, Jesus, what is this? Not sure what just happened. What's going on with this? I just got a very big PayPal donation. Karla, thank you for your... no, that's not Karla. That's really Chris. Really, Chris, thank you for your very generous donation over PayPal. I really appreciate that. Basically, get the other opportunities going. You know where you're missing some opportunities. Chase those. Okay, it's time to go instead of doing anything. A 3 of Wands, search, seek, scan, and then our swords, get it going. And could that be the part-timer? Maybe. Could that be getting some of these other big projects going, getting the Etsy shop open, getting things for sale? Maybe. You definitely need to do something. You need to do something. It's time to stop planning. It's time to start going. And that's kind of there, right? That is kind of there. Anyway, Effie took a stream shower and went to bed early a few days ago. He's better the next day. Yeah, Christina was sick and I ended up getting sick. The good news is I didn't get the COVID, so that's good. I did test myself every day. I did order more COVID tests, and I'm still testing negative, so that's a good thing. Anyway, apparently the tarot guidance book on the Etsy site is out of stock for some reason. That's my bad. It's a virtual book, so no, it's not out of stock. It's a PDF file. PDF files don't go out of stock. That's my bad. That is my bad. I've been busy painting. I'm like doing portraits, I'm doing landscapes. And meanwhile, my Etsy shop is crumbling down over there because I was sick a couple of days. But I apologize. I apologize right now. But yeah, we're gonna get that up and running immediately after the stream. I did not know it was out of stock. I don't know what I did. I put 100, right? Because I think the max is like 100 or something like that. I think so. Anyway, I ended up putting like 100 ebooks. And I sell a lot of ebooks, so I ended up burning through those hundreds. So yeah, you know. But no, the PDF is not out of stock. I got as many PDFs as you want. So anyway, by the way, I am adding 100 pages to tarot guidance, and if you purchase the ebook, you get it for you get the rest for free. I'm gonna do that now. If you purchase the ebook, the 100 bonus pages I'm gonna make, I'm gonna give it to you for free. Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you for free. I'm not gonna nickel and dime you. I was originally like, well, it's more content, but I'm the type that's like, I just give it to you for free. So if you purchase an ebook from me, if I add to it, you get the rest for free. Anyway, so the book, on the other hand, is totally different story. I got to print that, and that is not for free. Anyway, BooBoo, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Speaking of winning the lottery, BooBoo. I'm just saying, BooBoo's here. Big project coming up at work. My colleagues' projects, they're not going well, and everyone's looking at me. How's it going to go? They are relying on you. Good news and bad news. Good news is they're relying on you because you're the one that's going to get it done. Let's talk here, right? Let's admit this. Who do you go to with big projects? You go to the people that get crap done. You don't go to the one that's lazy, that's constantly gossiping over there in the corner. You don't go to the one that's like never does anything substantial. You go to Sarah. Sarah's going to get it done, get it done on time, and we have complete confidence in Sarah. That's why we give it to Sarah. So good news, you got the big project. And that is good news. I mean, I know it doesn't sound, the bad news is you get the project too, right? Yeah, but that's the way it goes. 5 of Swords. I think it's a little bit bigger than what you're expecting. There is a level of, oh my God, what the hell did I get myself into? Okay, I'm just going to say that now, all right? Just going to say it now. There's a level of what the hell did I get myself into when you see it. The 5 of Swords, they're really dumping, they're literally dumping it on you. They're like, Sarah's going to get it done. By the way, here is a lot. Here's a lot. Do you like the 10 of Wands, Sarah? Because we're going to do a 10 of Wands on you, right? But that's it. 5 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles says there's a lot more money floating around here too than you would expect. Like the project has a dollar attachment to it that when you hear it, you're like, oh my, that's not a small amount of money. 7 of Wands says you do need to get help. Yeah, you do need to get help. So they're looking at you because they know that you can pull in the help that you need. So immediately you need to make them understand that I can't do all this crap myself. That's a lot, right? I know you just dumped it on me. You're like, yo, have a nice day. You know, then they're going to lunch, right? They're going to go to lunch. They're going to eat some sushi and you're going to be like, nah, in the corner. Let them know you need help. Let them know this is a little bit of a hill that you guys have assigned here. I'm not free solo. You know, that movie, I'm not free solo. I need some rope. I need some team. Yeah, I need some people to help out here. Hierophant says ultimately it's going to work out just fine because you know how to coordinate it. You know how to get help. You know how to call for help. You know how to get everything fixed up. You know how to high level it. You know how to dig down. You know how to delegate. You're Sarah. It's not going to be a problem. I mean, come on. Anyway, at least that's how it's going to go, in my opinion. Let's see. Really, Chris, thank you again for your very generous donation. You're going to be after YouTube user. What will my life look at the end? Romance, career. I'm really freaking concerned about N knocking up the neighborhood. I mean, you know, N's knocking up the neighborhood. I mean, what can you do? If I'm going to knock up the neighborhood, I'm probably going to use a little bit of this deck right here, otherwise known as the Forest Creatures, because reasons. I was going to make a good joke. I don't really have one. I think the Forest Creatures is just a cool looking deck. I don't want to put it on the table. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, what my life will look like at the end, I'm really concerned about N knocking up the neighborhood, like a baby's crying everywhere. And, you just can't, where are you going to go from there? Where are you going to go? Because they need to stop knocking up everybody. A King of Cups, Temperance, and the 5 of Wands. I mean, romance, career, how may affect you. You're preparing. Wait, how the hell are you preparing? What are you doing? You stocking up on baby formula, or are you like getting a crib, or like what's going on? Like what is going on? Anyway, YouTube user, how do you prepare for knocking somebody up? I mean, I'm kind of curious. Anyway, what will life look like at the end? Nine of Cups says it doesn't look as bad as you think. It really doesn't, right? Lisa, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. It doesn't look as bad as you think. I wouldn't be too concerned, really. King of Cups says you are sort of isolated emotionally when it happens. And you already know that. You already know that. So you're going to have to kind of deal with it. Just sort of take a deep breath, deal with it. King of Cups says you're emotionally isolated. It feels like you had good connection with that, but yeah, it's like, well, really no. Ultimately, you have to balance out everything, and that's going to be the most difficult thing because you do want the happy career. You do want things just going to be amazing. You do want the best of all worlds. And, you know, the reality is it's like, well, reality is it may not be something you can accomplish all of it. I think that bothers you the most because you want all the slices of the pie. Ultimately, you're going to have to come to grips with yourself. Because I think you're going to be battling yourself more than anybody else. And I think that's the big key. You're going to be battling yourself more than anybody else. You know, just make do. Make do. All right. Really, Chris is on a PayPal. Thank you again, really, Chris. I really appreciate your very generous donation. Really, Chris wants to know C's feelings. All right. C's feelings for me. See what's going on. Get it? See what's going on? All right. Really generous donation. We're going to break out the big boys tonight. Break out the big boys tonight. We have ourselves some Victorian romantic version 4. Version 4. She hasn't had a flare-up since eliminating sugar. Yeah. If you haven't read Sugar Blues by Duffy, that is a disturbing book that kind of outlines what sugar does to your body. And it's not pretty. It's not attractive. Like I read it and I immediately stopped eating sugar for like a long time. I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. Is this real? And then I read the research that they did on that. It is real indeed. And it was kind of frightening. The history of sugar and how much damage it did, even just coming back on the boat. Who used it, when it became mass produced, like what kind of health effects it had. It was just dramatic. And he goes into like what it does to your body, which is also dramatic. It's basically like hydraulic acid in your body. It's just like horrible. But anyway, all right. But good book. Yeah, it's called Sugar Blues. It will disturb you quite a bit. Anyway, C's feelings. Let's see what C's feelings are. Jesus is great. This is great. It doesn't really have any issues here at all. You have a 10 of Cups with a 9 of Cups. This is a good match. If you're looking at just matches over the years, what cards go together, what cards really sort of enhance each other, these two just really make the grade. These two come out with the home run. It's very sort of very poignant, very good. 10 of Cups into a 9 of Cups. This combo means I want a happy home, happy family. I want something substantial. I want something great. I want something that's going to make tomorrow better. And I think this is where C is at. Ace of Wands says they're not scared. They're not hesitant. They're not really sort of they're not really sort of backing up from this either. I think they do want to go. 2 of Swords says they're kind of confusing because they're not very forward with a lot of this, or they're not really communicating maybe some of this and whatnot, but a lot of great things, a lot of good things here. This is a beautiful read, beautiful spread. You're looking at a lot of good things here. And ultimately, this is where you really want to be. I mean, you just need the lovers here to kind of seal it all off. Why the 2 of Swords? I think is the big thing. Either they're not communicating this, they're not good at communicating this, they have other Some people are just not good at expressing where they want to be, what they want to do. So they'll have it internally, but maybe they just have issues with overall just sort of a clean communication from A to B. It's kind of the thing, right? Anyway, we got a little career reading over here for IL. Let's throw the romance to the other side of the table because we got to do a little anime tarot. I mean, anime tarot is pretty clean. No, let's not. We'll do anime. We'll do anime tarot. That's fine. Anime tarot looks pretty clean. Great deck. It is beautiful. And this is one of those. When you get an anime tarot deck, you're worried. You always are worried because did they go the bright red, bright yellow primary color route that's going to kind of scare the living daylights out of you? And the good news is here they didn't. And this is kind of where I like the traditional manga tarot because they went with the more subdued but great looking characters route. And I really think that the anime tarot that I just unboxed and we're using now, I think that they did such a great job on it. And by the way, it is the anime tarot, in case you don't know what that is. It looks like that. So it's recent. You can go to my history and take a look at that and, check it out. See what's going on. Career reading for July. King of Cups with the 7 of Discs. You kind of have to get focused on where you want to be. It does feel like your focus is off. Your focus is pulled back. Princess of Discs, right? Weekend reading for BooBoo. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. It feels like things are off a little bit. So you do need to get focused. You do need to get sort of straight ahead, very poignant, very pointed at where you want to be at the end of the day. Princess of Discs just feels like we've lost a lot. Maybe we've took 2 steps forward, but took 5 steps back. We're not making the progress that we really want to here. And that's where the King of Cups, right? We've lost either some passion, we've lost some incentive, we've lost some motivation, and we do need to pick this up and get that going if we want to expand the career. Because 7 of Discs says that July, maybe some of August, is a good starting point, is a good jumping off point to get this done. If we're lacking the motivation, if we're lacking the focus, we're not really going to get there at the end of the day. So let's say it's kind of like painting. I always go back to painting because that's kind of all I know. I know software development, but software development's easy. Painting is hard. Painting. You got to keep moving the brush. You're going to make some terrible paintings. You're going to make some paintings where like, Jesus Christ, what did I get myself into? You got to be able to take a deep breath and move on from those. You can't let that stop you. You can't do that. You have to keep going. I think keep going is the big thing. Anyway, 7 of Discs says keeping going, keeping focus, keeping moving is going to be important. Absolutely. In July, lost a lot of focus. Get your focus back. See where we're going to be at the end of the day. Now, Gemini's reaching out. Gemini heard about the most epic, horrible date ever. Gemini heard about it. See, Gemini, Lani, the date was so bad that all the coffee store employees are still telling tales about the bad date. It was that bad. And the Gemini was up there getting their latte, and they're like, oh my. And they overheard. Lani, just gonna say, they overheard. All right, but now they're coming to get things off their chest. It shows this feeling about me. Will they continue to communicate? So you're getting the rough end of the communication stick, it sounds like. They're communicating, but they're not communicating very well. maybe they're not communicating very well. So, all right. So you got the communication, but it's not the kind of the type that you're looking for. 8 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles. This is something where they're looking for reaction. That's the big thing here, right? That's the big thing here. They're looking for a reaction. That's what their purpose was. I want to get things off my chest. I want to bang on the counter. I want to make a big Leo thing. I want to, do the whole thing. And they want to get your reaction. That's kind of where it was at. So what's the purpose? They kind of want to get your reaction. Are they beginning something else? Eight of Wands says yes, they are, and I think you got that feeling when you kind of accepted the call. You're kind of going forward. You're kind of moving across with this. You do get that feeling, right? You're like, yeah, I mean, this is something that they are starting something. There's a reason they're doing that because people just don't randomly call you. So you're correct. There's a reason that they're doing this. Six of Swords says it is the beginning of something bigger, is the beginning of something else. And you got that feeling. It's kind of why you asked. The Six of Pentacles, I'm offering something up. Is it ideal? No. But I am offering something up. And I think that they're having issues with communicating. They're having issues getting real feelings, real things. And they're not like a real talker, right? They're not just going to dump real feelings on the table. So this is their end. This is their end. Eight of Wands, they will do more later. Six of Swords says it is a longer process. It is something that you kind of got to put up with. Overall, Nine of Pentacles says it'll work out well at the end. Just let them do their thing. If they're going to fumble around like this, that's fine. That's fine. Just let them do it. Let them do their own thing. But yeah, it is the beginning of something that could be a little bit better. Lisa is next. Let's see Lisa's question. Lisa's question was over here. With patience and understanding at work relationship in Jeremiah. With patience and understanding, can I make this work? Okay, let's find out if patience and understanding are going to be your forte here. Modern love, we did that already. Do need a good deck here. I do need something fancy, something kind of fun, kind of on point, kind of moving forward with this. I'm going to go with the teddy bear. No, we'll do a teddy bear with the monsters. I think the Monster Tarot is going to be a good deck for here. With patience and understanding, can we get the relationship going? Can we make this happen? Is this going to be an opportunity we can make? Maybe. I mean, maybe. Let's see what's going on with that. Maz Tarot is a pretty clean deck for that. By the way, we are ending soon. Now, we're rolling up on the 7:30 timeline, and we're ending soon. As always, we're here every day. We're going to try to be here every day. Normally, I take Sunday off, but I'm coming in Sunday. I'm working for you guys on Sunday. I will be here. I'm not skipping Sunday this week. I skipped Thursday. I was like sick earlier. I had a couple of short streams. I really don't want to, to stiff you guys. All right. Let's see what's going on. We got with patience and understanding, Jeremiah. I think, yes. There's a level of the devil. You do know that there's going to be games that need to be played, at least. And I think that's one of the important points here. I got to play some games to get to the end, right? To get to the finale, to get to the end, I got to play a couple of games. And I think that's where we're at. The devil does say there's a level of price to be paid here. Nine of Cups is ultimately, yes, we can get a relationship. Nine of Cups is the ultimate, right? Is the ultimate ending to a cup suit, right? You get the Nine of Cups. Everything is happy. We have this availability. It is the happiest card in the deck, sort of the most satiated, satisfied card in the deck. King of Pentacles is kind of the same way. I can get the end state. So King of Pentacles and Nine of Cups is a very comfortable, level set place where we can make things work. The devil says there's a level of games that need to be played. I think Jeremiah is not going to let you skip all the games. They're not going to be just sort of up front. They're not going to be, sort of right in your face with it, kind of thing. But yeah, ultimate strength. You are looking at patience. You got the strength card. You kind of knew this was coming. So ultimately, that is a yes. I do need a level of patience, and that's going to be where we're at on that. And that is my opinion. My opinion. Two more readings. We are out of here. Last one for the day. I thank you, YouTube user, for your very generous donations tonight. I greatly appreciate that. We want to know, what is the future of connection long term if N knocks the neighborhood up? What kind of promotion? I mean, if we're going to knock up the neighborhood, we do need to get the little avatar out there. The little avatar, Lucy Cavendish Oracle decks. Lucy Cavendish makes some good Oracle decks. I don't really see any Lucy Cavendish Oracle decks that I can't live without. I gotta have them all, just like a Pokemon collection at that point. So yeah, Lucy makes some good decks. Oh man, future of a connection long term if they did. I think you're still going to be there with them. I still think you're going to be available with them. I still think that they're going to be, still interested in seeing what's up. The sun says it brings a level of chill too, because you can't really have a bunch of kids without some chill, because they will drive you bananas. And there's a level of maturity that N needs that this is going to bring quickly. Very quickly. One thing that matures you from being the player of the weekend is, having some kids. All of a sudden, you got all this responsibility. So the sun says, yeah, we have more things to do. It pushes them in the direction of that. The Knight of Water, they become more attentive, more passionate, more focused on other people rather than themselves. So they do have a level of narcissism that they roll with, right? They have a chip on the shoulder, a little bit of the narcissistic side. Eight of Earth says they're more willing to work with you, they're more willing to get serious. So it improves it improves them in a lot of different ways, mainly because now I'm not really a player. Namely, I'm more responsible, I'm more mature, I've grown up a little bit, because they do have a little bit of a immaturity, chip on the shoulder kind of thing in that. Also, Six of Fire ultimately just makes things better. And it doesn't seem like it'll make things better, but I'm telling you now, it makes things better. They definitely get onto the maturity train. And that thing is the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. BooBoo wants to know weekend reading, what's going on, a little bit of a thoth action we want, a little bit of thoth action we can have indeed. So that is going to be the, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Anyway, weekend reading, we are coming up on a fresh start Saturday. 4th of July up here. A lot of fireworks on Saturday, Sunday, some on Monday. I'm going out to blow up some fireworks on Monday on somebody's property. They're opening it up for people to come and do fireworks. So we're going to take a lot of water and we're not going to aim it in the direction of the dry brush in Texas. That's just not a good thing. And that's not where you really want to be at the end of the day. All right. Anyway, weekend reading. It is going to be a little bit of an action weekend. There is going to be some stuff happening. You definitely, with that, you are looking at making a little bit of fat cash. You lose a little cash, but you make a little cash. In other words, you win a little, you lose a little. I think that's kind of the thing. There are some things coming up mid-July that you do need to sort of address, be interesting, sort of. You're going to get a sneak preview of some of that, so that's the way it is. Ultimately, I think that's going to be just a good overall weekend. You are looking at getting out and making some stuff happen, too. So it feels like you need to get out. Somebody's forcing you to get out. Somebody's prompting you, promoting you to get out. I think that's going to be a good thing. Definitely going to be, it's huge action-packed, but it's good to get out. It feels like it's good to get out of the house. It's good to wander around. It's good to be outside. It's good to be sort of traveling, moving around, getting some stuff done. Ultimately, lose a little, win a little. I think it's going to be all right. Some choices to be made. Second week of July, you're going to get a couple of hints about that this weekend. Anyway, and that is it for me. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all of y'all hanging out. We will see y'all tomorrow.